your analysis. And so Nick Agule joins us on via weather as we continue with our discussion on politics roundabout. Hello, Nick, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Maybe it's morning where you are, but here in Nigeria, it's evening. We're happy to have you join us on Politics Roundabout. And if you were following all that has been discussed in the House, we are trying to place the candidacy of Joe Biden and the incumbent President Donald Trump side by side as the elections are fast coming to an end. And now that you have joined, we would want you to let us know what the people's position from where you are for or against the two candidates.
Okay, thank you very much. It's actually good evening here in London. We used to be on the same time with Nigeria up to last week when we shifted an hour back. So our time now is 5:24, while it's 6:24 in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, the United Kingdom and the United States have very close ties.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that the United States was colonized by the United Kingdom in the same way that the United Kingdom colonized Nigeria. So the United States is a former colony of the United Kingdom, and the United States fought for independence and actually got independence from the British in the same way we got ours. So between the United Kingdom and the United States, there are very close ties.
Okay.
And that is why Donald Trump has come to the United Kingdom severally. I think if I check the count, it could be 3-4 times he's been here. The same way his predecessor, Obama, was here severally. So there are quite close ties between these two countries. And the general view of people here in the United Kingdom is split, just as it is in the United States.
Okay.
Because in the United Kingdom, the Labour Party mirrors the Democratic Party in the US.
That's right.
While the Conservative Party mirrors the Republican Party in the US. And you can be sure any day that these two parties have their own supporters, and they are so stringent in their support that nothing can actually dissuade them. So, to answer your question straightforwardly, the views of the indigenes of the United Kingdom about the U.S. election is split in line with the support of their parties here in the UK. Except for neutrals like us, I'm supporting Biden because I like the Republican agenda, but I don't like the ways and means of their candidate. If they had any other candidate, probably I could support them.
Okay, if I got you very well, Mr. Nick, you said the ways. Can you let us into this? What are the ways are you trying to make reference to? Does it mean their policies are not really in line with what you want, or how do you mean?
Okay, so just like my co-panelists were discussing,
Yes.
Donald Trump is not your typical politician.
Okay.
Typical politicians have what they call diplomatic speak. So there's a way you can come across with your views without necessarily offending the sensibilities of other people.
Okay.
Donald Trump lacks that finesse because he's not being in public life. For instance, let's just look at what has happened in the last 1 or 2 days. The United States, which is said to be the mother of democracy, how can a sitting president of the United States, immediately the elections have been concluded and vote counting is ongoing, comes on international television to declare himself winner, and then orders a stop to the counting of the votes? You know, you wouldn't have believed that that kind of thing was possible.
Yes.
From the president of the United States of America. But then that's Donald Trump for you. So that has been his way, you know, right?
This would also like to know from you. You observed that when President Trump was seeking for election, we never knew that people could attribute some element of racism connected to him. But until he became the president, a lot of persons started seeing that he was not really on the side of the blacks and all that. So how are you sure you have predicted that Joe Biden will win, according to you? Now, are you sure if Biden comes on board, the blacks in the U.S. will be safe?
Okay, so there are key differences between the ideologies of the conservative and liberal parties.
Okay.
So in the United States, the Republican Party is the conservative party, and the Democratic Party is the liberal party. And one of those differences is immigration. So the conservatives don't like immigration that much. That is it. Even here in the UK, the Conservative Party is not immigration friendly. Whereas the liberal ideology is very welcoming of immigrants and open arms extended to immigrants. So like in the UK, if a baby was born in the UK, for instance, before Margaret Thatcher, that baby automatically became a UK citizen. And immediately Margaret Thatcher, a conservative, became prime minister, she stopped that policy. The same policy exists as of today in the US. And Donald Trump has talked about stopping it. So that is just what it is. When it comes to immigration or acceptance of people coming from other races, it is the liberals that are more welcoming than the conservatives. So I have no doubt whatsoever that Joe Biden will be friendly to immigration, will be friendly to people who are non-white. As you can see, he is the very first candidate in the entire history of the United States that has selected a lady as vice presidential candidate. And not just that, she's not a white lady. You know, she has an Indian mother and a Caribbean father.
Okay.
So this is the outlook of what the liberals are all about.
That's right. Now we want to get back to you, Mr. Nick, again.